Hello, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're going to watch this. Thank you for everybody that's going to tune in, will tune in. Well, that's the same thing. Thank you so much. So if you are able to see the thumbnail, so we're going to talk about, and if you see the title also, Simone Biles Edges versus Black women. Um, I wasn't talking about her edges. I was one of the ones who was congratulating her. Okay, ma'am, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the ones that were, I'm not only speaking to, yeah, speaking to the ones that did that, and plus also addressing a real issue in the black community. Because our sometimes hair obsession, hair hatred, we need to address where did that come from. So if you did not know, Simone Biles, who is I mean, world renowned. She wins all type of championships, gold medals. I don't know how much gold medals this young lady has won. I mean, has done phenomenal things in gymnastics, especially as a black. She was a black girl, and now she's a black woman. Has done phenomenal things, accomplished phenomenal things. The other day, she got married. With from the wedding pictures, it didn't seem like they had like a big wedding, and even if they did, they probably didn't put those pictures out there. But they showed that they got the marriage certificate, and then this they had a pastor, um, did the wedding ceremony, and then they took pictures. So if they didn't have the big wedding ceremony, they most likely, usually when some people do that, that means they're gonna have like a expensive honeymoon, which I'm all down for. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, if you really want to have the big wedding, invite all kind of people, you can do that. But sometimes you have to look at it. Why I'm going to pay all this money so I could feed the hypocrites, and y'all still gonna talk about me? I'm just gonna, get married to my husband or to my wife if it's the man, and then we're gonna go on our vacation, or several, go to several different countries that cost a lot of money. Put the money there. Or some people, they do go on a vacation and then they put a down payment on a home or whatever. It's up to them. So Jonathan Owens, who he played for the Houston Texans, I think he got signed, let's say in 2019. He got signed in 2019 with the Houston Texans. Before that, he was with the Arizona Cardinals. And then as a undrafted, he plays safety. In week 16 with the Houston Texans, in week 16, I believe his wrist got injured. So now he's on the injured list. So I don't know how the wrist is going, if he's going to be there for next season. But he had finished, he didn't completely finish the season. So him and Simone Biles met online. It went down in the DMs. That's how it happened. They met each other online, and then she said how she was, what made her attracted him, because he said that he did not know her. A lot of people have speculation, say, oh, he lying, stuff like that. How you don't know Simone Biles? Everybody knows Simone. Not everybody know everybody. Yeah, she's a very well-known girl, but that don't mean everybody know her, because not everybody stay on social media. So she was not offended, because some people, if you don't know who they is, they you don't know who I am? You don't know who I am? Calm down, sir. Calm down, ma'am. So she actually liked that. And then that's how the relationship started. And it started right before quarantine began. So in quarantine was a challenge. It was an eye opener for a lot of relationships. A lot of relationships. I mean, the foundation. It digged up the foundation and see what was in the foundation of your relationship. Some people, it did not last. It did not last. Their relationship did not last. It's completely over. Some people just holding on by a string. They trying to try this relationship even though it's over, because quarantine has determined that your relationship is over, but you still trying to hold on. You're still trying to hold on to image and stuff like that. You guys don't even get along. You guys haven't even touched each other. Don't even. It's not working out. But you still holding on. You could do whatever you want. And some relationships thrive. Some relationships got stronger, and that was of Simone Biles, because at that time they couldn't go. Everything was shut down. You couldn't go on dates. You couldn't go anywhere. I mean, you literally, even the parks. I remember the parks. Many of the parks were closed. Like all of the parks were closed. So you would say, even if you can't go to a restaurant and sit down, you couldn't go to a park. The parks were literally closed because they didn't know how this thing of that C-19. They didn't know how it was. So they literally spent time getting to know each other, and this is how their relationship got stronger. And if you don't know, since they got together, Simone Biles was very open about this relationship. She shared a lot of stuff. They share a lot of stuff, like especially with them, you know, public displays of affection. They do that a lot. Then they post that a lot of suggestive photos. So she was very open about this relationship with Jonathan Owens. And most recently, he had proposed to her. So they haven't been together too long. So maybe 2020. So let's say maybe 2 years or something like that. They've been together. And then, he proposed, he asked her to be his wife. And then he sealed the deal. Because as we know, sometimes you are asked to be somebody's wife or husband. Well, let's go there, wife. Because if you're asking somebody to be your husband, I don't know, but that's a different story. Sometimes it never happens. Sometimes it takes years to happen, but it happened. And it was taken, because she's always been she's always been open about her relationship. So of course she's gonna share her wedding pictures. And then in the sharing the wedding pictures, it was not everybody, because it was a lot of people saying congratulations, they're so happy for her and stuff like that, then wish them all the best, wish them all success. But there was a group of people that zoomed in on her edges, zoomed in on the edges, and was, in a sense, dragging her for her edges. And some people are perplexed. I'm not shocked, because that's what black women do to each other. Because people want to act like, oh, we black women are so innocent, they don't do nothing, people are always picking on us. Yes, people pick on us, but we pick on each other. We're mean to each other. And when a black woman don't like you, one of the first things they go after, they try to highlight, they try to put you down for, is your hair. Even if it's laid to the, like people say, to the gods, they're gonna find something to say about your hair, about your looks. Where did that come from? That came from black women. And this is not only in the African American community. This is in all communities where black people are. Me, I'm being raised as a Haitian. That was prominent in the Haitian community. Your hair in its natural state is not good. Period. And then there was now is videos out there and different things out there, resources to show us how to take care of our hair in its natural state. But back then it was there was none of that. What we did, we put that creamy poison on our hair because we are programmed. Our minds were programmed that our hair was not good. It was not enough. It had to be, for it to be beautiful, it had to be straight. And then of course, weave come in, the weave and the braids and stuff like that. But particularly weave, that's better. That's more socially acceptable. And to show us how much we did not like our hair, we sat down and put that creamy poison in our hair. Remember putting that in your hair, whether you went to the salon or you used to do it by yourself. Your sister used to do it for you. Your mother used to do it for you. You put that in your hair. By the time you even in the front, the back is burning. The back is burning. And then I don't know if you guys did that. You would get the hairspray when it started burning, and then you would spray it to ease the burning. Remember? So your hair is literally on fire, just so your hair could be socially acceptable. That's how we would sit there, our hair's burning, because we needed our hair to be straight, because our hair in its natural state was not good enough. That's how we didn't like our hair. That's how much we did not like our hair. Not even like, some of us even hate it, because some people, you've seen shows, oh, it's ugly, I don't like my hair and stuff like that, I'm ugly and stuff like that. So we equate our beauty with the way our hair. So if our hair is straight, that means we're beautiful. If our hair is not, and it's in its natural state, that means yeah, we're ugly. That's how we associated our beauty. Literally sit there. And then it was this, when you didn't have money, to go to the salon, it was the perm that called TCB. Oh my goodness, TCB was the worst. But that was like cheapest perm that you could buy, because probably back then, I don't know if they still make that, but back then that used to cost $3. In my time, it used to cost $3, but that thing was a burner. Oh my god, that's one of the ones. Some of the perms, at least you could put it in your whole hair, and then it would start burning. But those cheaper ones, like the TCB, you're not even in the middle of your hair is on fire. You have to be sprayed. Shh, 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 shh. That's what we used to do to ourselves. And then years later, come to find out, those stuff was the main source of causing us uterine fibroids and all type of cancers. We were literally putting poison in our bodies because somebody told us our hair was not good enough. Somebody told our mother her hair was not good enough, and then it was trickled down. Somebody told our grandmother, great grandmother, their hair was not good enough, and that went down to generation. And people say, oh, it's not only black women who do it, men do it too. Men do it because they heard it from a woman who was saying that. It still goes back to the to women, particularly black women, because we perpetuated that that thing. Your hair in its natural state is not good enough. It's not. And even if it was, to say, oh yeah, but the palm color people was the one who planted it, because we always making excuses. Always, instead of confronting the truth so we could make a change, it's always an excuse. It's always somebody to blame. That's no accountability. We still were the ones perpetuating, pushing it, passing it on to other generations. Young girls who trying to young girls who trying to go natural, they don't want to put the perms, they don't want to have the weaves. If you want, look here, if you want to put weave and perm here, that's you, but don't be putting others down who want to their hair in their natural state. Don't put them down. You don't you yes, you are natural and stuff like that. You want your hair in its natural state, but you don't know if you're really natural until you encountered a group of women, and particularly ones who wear weave, and they attacking you because of your hair. Oh, go fix your hair, you need to do your hair, you need to do this. And then some of us, even if you didn't do the perm, you did the you did the, what is that called, the iron, the hot iron, the hot comb. Yes, the hot comb. We did the hot comb. And you know what you have to do. You have to put your ass. They doing your hair with the hot comb. Now, if you want to do the hot comb to put in your hair so your hair could be straight and stuff like that, okay. But we know back then we was doing these stuff because we were programmed that our hair was not good enough. We were told our hair was not good enough. That's how it was. And then with the hot comb, when your hair is hot comb, you can't you can't do it at certain times, because if you do it at certain times, it's not going to be good. And some of us, even if we do it, still don't. That's not. It's some people hair it takes, some people hair don't take. Like some people, when they do the hot comb in your hair, it's like straight. Some people is kind of not straight. Then you can't put certain gel. Then you have to be careful when you're taking a shower. Too much complications. Too much complications. And now, of course, other races and other cultures, they clown us, of course, because where it came from, because we clown each other. This young girl, Simone Biles, is a black girl. She's getting married, black woman getting married to a black man who's an athlete. Instead of the collective, which probably would never happen, but hey, but instead of the collective coming together and say, wow, this girl got married, because as we know, there's a lot of people online telling you black men is not marrying black women. But then again, I would even listen to those people. That's people who are just master manipulators. They are great orators. They're able to speak well and convince you that this is what's happening. But this is not people who are living in reality. These are not people that go out in society, because if you go out in society, you know that's a lie. Black men, there are black men that do date outside their race, but there are a lot of black men that are still dating black women, that are still marrying black women, that are still staying with black women. But here you have this young man. He's a football player, and he married this young girl. And then people are more concerned about her edges not being laid. And then, of course, she had to come out and defend herself, which I don't know why, but people do whatever feels, what make them feel at ease at the end of the day. She was saying that, she's in Texas, in Houston, and it was very hot. So by the time they came out to do pictures, it was sweated out. And she's like, I don't care. But kind of you do care, Simone Biles. You kind of do care, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't respond. But you have to say that at the end. And then another angle have to look at this story is because she was open about her relationship, always sharing, different pictures, different accomplishments in this relationship. That's one of the reasons why people felt emboldened. Some people emboldened anyway, but one of the reasons why people felt emboldened to open up their mouth and think they can say whatever because they think they know her. Especially black people. They think they can say whatever they want to you because they think they know you, because you black and I'm black, so I can say whatever I want to you. Most of the time that's what happens. So the fact that she was sharing, so open, people think, because every time they should be posting different pictures, there's always somebody that has something negative to say. But then, when you really look down, when you really look deep down at the situation, it stems from jealousy. It really stems from jealousy. These are a group of women that are jealous, miserable. because they have made the different decisions in their lives, the different partners they have chosen, and now they don't see where they will ever get married. And instead of seeing this young lady who looks just like them getting married, say, well, one day maybe I can find somebody that will love me enough to choose me to be his wife, and then actually walk me down the aisle or get married to me. That should give you hope. But no, they show their bitterness and their jealousy and their resentment and their disdain and their hatred for their hair. But they really hatred for themselves when you look down at it, when you really look at the situation. So it's very unfortunate, but that's how it is for real. I don't know why. I wasn't really shocked when I heard that they're going after, because black women always, that's the topic of discussion. Your hair. You can love hair, but sometimes some of us love hair to the obsession that we're so obsessed with it that it has to be perfect at all times. And then sometimes it's not even true. Because sometimes when you go on society, you see these so-called people that probably would say something like that. They got bonnets on their head. Even if they have their lace front, look like it's been in their hair from 1969. But then you're going after somebody's edges that are not laid, that is getting married. And I don't even need to say what other people, oh, where's your ring, stuff like that. Because, of course, a lot of them don't have a ring. And some of them do. Who do, they miserable in their relationships anyway. Because you cannot be in a happy, loving relationship for you to be online spewing disdain and hurt and pointing up different, nitpicking at people, nitpicking at the little simplest thing. You cannot be a happy person. You are a miserable person if you nitpicking at somebody posting a picture, somebody doing something, you nitpicking, oh, look at this, you can't do this, oh my goodness, oh, why you wear this, oh, why you think you're miserable. You're a miserable person. And you will never ever be happy. If you can't be happy for people in life, you will never be happy. That's very unfortunate, but not surprising, because I'm not shocked. That's one of the reasons why one of the reasons why I had to move one of my daughters out of the school. But come to find out, it was a friend that was going. She would go, she would point, when you're friends with somebody, friends talk about people. So, but she would point out, say, hey, look at that person, and point out something about them. And then that's her friend. She would say something, and then the same person she was talking about would come and try, to say stuff about her, try to start stuff with her. But the first thing they go after is her hair, because my kids have their hair in their natural state, and they would always come after her hair and point out her hair. But because of the messy friend, that's why you have to be careful. Certain people, you always talking about people, pointing at every time. Friends do talk about each other, talk about other people. Excuse me, friends do talk about other people, but you always talking about other people, and then the person we were talking about all of a sudden start having problems with me. I don't even know the person. Yeah, that's kind of suspicious. I'm so glad she's not friends with that person anymore. That girl was messy. But this is what black women do to each other. And until we confront the truth and know that started the hatred for our hair started from, not, it may not have started from black women, but it was perpetuated and has been passed on from generation to generation, by black women. And all of us went through the stage, because even when you go going, when you are natural, when your hair is in its natural state, when your hair is in its natural state, for it to grow, because you know some people have to do big chops, some people just have to stop putting the perm. For your hair to grow, you have to accept it. You have to love it. For it to thrive, so to be beautiful and long and stuff like that, you have to accept it. You have to be accepting of it, so you can find the different products that you need, whatever you need. Because some people want to complicate it. That's why people don't want to take them. So all you need is a good shampoo and conditioner, and grease, a good grease if you put that in your hair, and then you take care of your hair. Everybody has different hair textures. Everybody has different hair textures. And if your hair is, you know, hard, while your hair is, after you finish wash your hair, that's when you comb your hair so it gets straightened, so it could be manageable. But you could learn to do your hair now as it was before. But we all know we put that creamy poison in our hair because they said your hair was not good enough. And people always be looking at you crazy when you got your hair in its natural state. So that's what all I wanted to say about that situation. Why it's trending, I don't know. But it's trending, and that's why she's trending. She's not trending because she got married. She's trending because people were dragging her for edges. That's why Simone Biles was trending. Because people were dragging her for her edges that were not laid. Her hair was not perfect. It had to be perfect. But even if her hair was laid, the edges, they still would have found something. Because it's a jealousy thing. And most of the time it's because it's something you have, the person want, something you both have, and you just confident in it more, or the person want, or the person think that you don't deserve that. This handsome young man, why is he with you? He's supposed to be with this person, not you. Jealousy and envy. Anyway, thank you for watching and tuning in. And whatever you come through, and I'll see you tomorrow, God's willing. I think on Saturdays I try to do lives early on Saturday mornings. So that's what I'm going to do. Saturday mornings. If I don't go Saturday morning, then it's going to be Saturday after. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in another live or video. I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately, shorts and lives. All right, see you. Bye.